You might be surprised if I tell you that you have more in common with Jesus than you know. You see, the story was carefully crafted to turn him into a divine super being to such a degree that he's become unrelatable, and you can never be what he was, you see. And that is the disempowering quality of the Christian narrative. When you, we really can't trust the translated texts that we know as the Bible to adequately and sufficiently relate the life of Jesus. And a lot of those things, or most of those things, are actually metaphysical parables that we mistake if we take them literal as literal stories. But the reason why I say you have more in common with Jesus than you know as a human being is because Jesus, if you read between the lines, you will see the human aspects of the man Jesus bleeding through in between the reports of his miracles. Mentalism and the ability to defy natural law is possible, not only for Jesus, but for any other human being that is disciplined enough, that has the mental discipline to focus to that degree. But I want to point out that, with all the miracles that Jesus is reported as having done, by the way, it's not helpful to focus on the miracles because it will create a much greater gap between Jesus and yourself. And the more you might read about those miracles, the more you feel like, well, I'm not like that, I can't do that, right? And it has, like I said, that disempowering psychological effect. For other people, it can be empowering in that they, try to emulate Jesus. But in the account, when you read Jesus' last moments on earth, he lost his mental focus when he was on the cross. He lost his focus when he cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" That is the cry of a disempowered, dying person. And there is no shame in that. I just want to say that you are not all that different from Jesus. And it all depends on, what you believe about yourself and what you permit yourself to think and believe. I think most human vessels, most souls that are in a human vessel about to transition, they're going to have these moments of anxiety as the physical body separates once again from the eternal consciousness that is spirit. It's if it's your first time, you're going to feel the unease of the unknown, plus maybe whatever painful physical symptoms you have. It can push your mind into that state of despair. My God, why have you forsaken me? Just like Jesus. he was feeling something very human. You see, the Catholic Church has done humanity such a disservice to pedestalize him as the Son of God, as the only Son of God. And of course, as the only Son of God, he cannot suffer a human demise. So they made up this story about him resurrecting physically, and something that no other human can achieve, apparently. And so we have staked our hope for eternal life on the resurrection of this one man, Jesus, this God-man, but never realized that we are exactly the same. Jesus said that we would do greater things than he did. So that speaks to an equality. That speaks to the fact that he was very much one of us. Much more enlightened for his time, of course. He was a way-shower. But he's not something more. He's no more than what you are. You have the same potential. And you have the same potential for the miracles, and you have the same potential for losing your mind on your deathbed. It's okay. It's okay. Those are simply the illusions. That's the dimension of fear in this earth dimension. Once your soul is free from this body, everything will become clear. And there will be no fear. So, you and Jesus have so much in common. So try to be your own Jesus. Try to live your own life, in as much consciousness as you can. And you don't need to aspire to become like Jesus. You just have to become your most conscious self. And to connect with your conscious soul. And that's it. That's it.